What's up, guys? It's Justin. I hope you're doing well, and I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but in all likelihood, you probably just took a pay cut. Seriously, nobody likes to talk about it. It's not a fun thing to discuss, but the talk of the town right now is inflation, and there's a good reason for that. Inflation is at a 20-year high, sitting at 7.5% right now, which means that if you got paid the same thing this year as you did last year, well, unfortunately, you really made 7.5% less money. Now, you didn't actually make less money, but if you make $100,000 a year, congratulations to you, first of all. But second of all, your $100,000 will buy you 7.5% less stuff than it could last year. That's $7,500 less. So if you're getting paid 100 grand, well, really by last year's terms, you're only making $92,500. Still awesome, but that is a pay cut. And a lot of people who are making a lot less are feeling that even more as prices rise. It is incredibly painful, and I know you already feel that at the gas pump, so I don't have to explain to you why the importance of making money is so critical right now. And the reality is that in most likelihood, your job isn't going to give you a 7.5% raise. That is a big jump, and even though that would be a very fair thing to do, it's likely not going to happen, because when was the last time that corporate America was particularly fair to people? I'm just saying. Anyways, if we're going to want to counteract this inflation and fight back to make more money, we're going to have to find creative ways to make more money. And I've determined that there are two excellent ways to do that through side hustling that you can start today to make more money, fight back against inflation, and possibly even build wealth for yourself. So I'm going to explain those two methods. I hope that that either opens your eyes to it or inspires you to start doing it yourself. But regardless, I'm going to give you the information and you can do with it what you will. So all I would ask is that you please like this video. It helps out the channel a ton. And if you want to see more side hustle content, make sure that you subscribe. We are on the road to 500 subscribers. And at 500 subscribers, I'm going to do a 24-hour DoorDash challenge. I'm going to go out for 24 hours straight and make money, which is going to help me fight inflation as well. So make sure that you're subscribing to the channel. And with all of that said, let's dive straight into it. All right, so like I said, there are really two ways that you can side hustle to make more money. Now, these two side hustles are very different on opposite ends of the spectrum. One is not right and one is not wrong. They're just incredibly different. So I'm going to explain both to you, and then you can decide what works best for you. Now, the two methods are known as active and passive side hustling. They're very different. I'm sure a lot of you have heard them before, but I want to make sure that I explain them as well as possible. So again, you can decide what works best for you, because side hustling should always fit your wants and needs. It should be something that you enjoy doing, and it should be something that you find worth your time. So the first thing we're going to talk about is active side hustling. And a lot of my followers on here are active side hustlers. I see you guys in the comments. It's a lot of the stuff that I'm doing, going out and trading hours for dollars, doing something where you spend your time working extra hours and in return you make extra money. In reality, this is what most people think of when they think of side hustling, and this is a great thing to do. If you need ideas, there are a million of them out there. I've done a lot of them on my channel. I've done driving for DoorDash and Uber Eats and Grubhub. I've tried driving people around for Uber. I've tried online transcription. I've tried so many different things that are active side hustles, trading my time to make more money with varying degrees of success depending on the side hustle. But in reality, you just have to go out and find out what works best for you. Maybe try driving for DoorDash or Uber Eats or Grubhub. Those things are great, and on average, I can make anywhere from $17 to $20 an hour after expenses on a good day. Every once in a while, we have those bad days. All of you loyal followers have been around for that, so thank you very much. But anyways, active side hustling is a great way to make more money. Nobody's gonna complain about an extra $20 a day or $50 a week or $100 a week. Whatever you're willing to do, whatever hours you're willing to put in, the awesome thing about active side hustling is that it instantly rewards you. You know how much you made, and you're able to put that money in the bank and put it towards whatever you want. Most likely, filling up your tank. And so if you're just working a 9-to-5 job right now, or really any W-2 job, and you're interested in getting into a side hustle, I'd highly encourage you to be introspective. Think about what you like and dislike doing, because the reality is you're most likely going to be willing to spend more time doing something that you enjoy than something that you don't enjoy. If you're already working a 40-hour week, the last thing you want to do is go spend more time doing something that you hate. So at least find something that you like. For me, it's driving around delivering food. I think it's really fun and easy. Of course, I do have to pay for gas for doing that, but in my opinion, the rate that I'm able to make kind of offsets that, and I'm able to make enough money to where it's not only worth it to me, but I'm actually having a good time. I can pop in a podcast, I can listen to music, I can do whatever I want. It's relatively low stress. I'm not dealing with a boss breathing down my neck, as I'm sure a lot of you are at your jobs, and really, I just think it's a great way to make some extra money without really having to do too much at all. So once again, make sure that whatever you're going to get into, you're going to enjoy it. Now that's the first kind of side hustling that can really help to make you some extra money to fight back against everything that's going on right now. But the second type is what I think is most important in not only doing that, but also building long-term wealth. And of course, if it's not active side hustling, number 2 is passive side hustling. And what that means is that you're putting in a lot of time up front into something that will pay you down the road even as you put less and less time into it. And I have the perfect example for you, and it is this YouTube channel. So how YouTube works is as you gain a larger following and as you get more people watching your videos, you will actually start to get paid. Once you hit 1,000 subscribers, you're able to monetize your channel and put ads on your videos. And yes, I know some of you already see ads on my videos, but YouTube keeps 100% of that right now. So make sure you subscribe to the channel. Anyways, once you hit that 1,000 subscriber mark, you're able to make money from your channel. And it can be a pretty disproportionate amount of money for how much work you're putting in. Seriously, it only takes one viral video to make $10 or $20 or $30,000. Granted, you have to work your way up to that. Very few people just go viral on their first video. I've made probably 100 videos at this point and haven't gone viral a single time, but have slowly and steadily been able to build up my channel. Now, the reason that this is passive is because once I do hit that 1,000 subscriber mark, even when I'm not working, even when I'm not posting videos, people will still be watching my videos online and I'll be making money. Now, what this doesn't mean is that once I hit 1,000 subscribers or once I start making money, I can just go totally hands off and say, all right, I've built what I needed to. I don't need to do anything else, because then you know what? People will never watch my channel again. But it does mean that if I go on vacation or even when I'm asleep, people will still be watching my videos and I'll still be making money. That is a passive side hustle. Building something that even when you're not working is making you money. You may still have to work on it. I'm telling you, if you see one of those things online that says,
just put in $500, let us handle the rest, and in a week, you'll be making $1,000 a week.
do not do those things. Those are terrible. That is a scam. I'm not trying to preach to you any sort of scams, but if you want to start a blog or a YouTube channel or even some sort of business that you can then outsource your own role and make it relatively passive for you, any of those things are going to help you to build long-term wealth. Not only are they going to be able to provide some sort of income to help fight things like I was talking about, inflation, but also they are going to help you build something bigger that can really have a life-changing impact. And the flip side of this is, of course, you're going to have to put in the work up front. Like I said, I have made a ton of YouTube videos and have not been paid a dime for it up to this point. So of course, that's not a great return on investment at this point, but I have to keep the belief that once I do hit that 1,000 subscriber mark, it will become worth it for me and I'll be able to grow this thing bigger and bigger over time. And in 5 or 10 years from now, I'll have a thriving business that pays me way more money than the amount of work that I'm doing. And I'll be very thankful to younger me for having put in that work for free so that I can now get paid way more for doing less work. It just makes a whole lot of sense. And again, you may need to have an active side hustle now to pay off the bills, to help pay for gas, to do those kinds of things. But building a passive side hustle along the way is probably the single best thing that you can do, because it gives you the opportunity to build something bigger and to potentially grow serious wealth. Now, of course, the last thing I'm going to say is this: regardless of which one you decide to do, congratulations to you, because for even watching this video, you clearly care more than the average person. You're out there wanting to do more, wanting to make more, wanting to have that mentality that you can get ahead of the game and hopefully go from getting behind the curve because of inflation to getting ahead of it and making way more money than you ever have in your entire life. So congratulations to you, because even just caring as much as you do right now is a huge win and puts you, in my opinion, in at least the top 5% of anybody out there. So seriously, continue to hustle. hustle, continue to grind, continue to keep a positive mentality, because even though you've taken a pay cut, ultimately you are in control of how much money you can make. You just have to stay dedicated. So continue to push, continue to grind, and everything is going to work itself out. So now that you've gotten my little motivational spiel, I hope that you have some clarity on what you should be doing going forward. And my biggest advice would just be to start today. Go out, sign up for that app that you want to drive for, start that YouTube channel, that blog, whatever you're going to do, start it today, and you will be on the path to success. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Again, if you did, all I would ask is that you would please give it a like. That helps more people see this video, and that gets more people side hustling, and that makes more people more money. So do your part, like the video, subscribe to the channel for more side hustle content, be one of those first 500 subscribers. And with all of that said, I hope you have an amazing rest of your day, and I'll see you soon.